What's up, everybody? How are you doing? Welcome, crew. I already see Marco and Bohab here. I started. So, but I'm not ready, but I started. Okay? So, what? How are you doing? How is everybody doing? Each Monday, the best thing ever that is happening is that I'm doing this stream that I can right away ask you about the weekend plans, stuff you've done. So take your time, sit down. I have to kind of set a couple things around. You see here, there's my base station. You cannot see it here. There's my SQ-64. You can't see, oh, you can actually see it here. Nice. It's the nano control that we are gonna use for some of the controls and things. I have VCV rack open, and the, wow, so much dust. I dusted it like last time. MIDI keyboards, unbelievable. The key step, which we might use or not. There's a tiny fly in here that is gonna keep us company for the whole time. Should we kill it? Never dispose of the bodies. Never make bodies, but I will try and capture it and we'll do it. So, but why are we here? We're here for Modular Mondays. We're here to set my camera straight. I just want to make sure it works. So multi-camera computer engage. Thank you very much. So we're here and it actually is set, right? It is set, okay. You can even see the actual, you can even see the SQ-64, the box, the original one. Let me get it actually here. Can I get it? No, it's impossible. I'll get it. Try and get it. Hold on. Ooh. See that? These ones here. So this says KORG SQ-64. I'm gonna put it right here. It's gonna fall. If you don't know, you put it here under the racks, and this is good because you can actually see what I'm doing here on the SQ in case. But I think we're gonna use it because we should use it. So that's how it is. That's how it is. We're gonna use it. We're gonna try and build our drums, but we're gonna try and delve into polyphony. I have experimented with polyphony. I have learned everything there is about polyphony. I am completely lying to you. I have not learned everything there is to polyphony, but at least this is how it is. So I hope Marco is fine, Bohab's fine. Take your time, chill. Let me know how it is. Why am I not seeing everything here? All right, now I see it. Ethan should be here. He was replacing his batteries, and we're chilling. So, you know, it's going. I'm gonna drink some water. I took the bigger canister in here. Oh, and let me just not introduce, but just try and get this in because I haven't set it up. I told you. So now it's like a black hole kind of thing. This is the camera you see that is pointing to the things. And now we have our stuff. So I've put some modules in here because this is like, I don't want to forget about them. I've learned so much. Man, I can tell you one thing. YouTube is horrible, but YouTube is also unbelievably awesome. There's some people doing tutorials that are off the hook good. In terms of patience, they're so patient. How can they be so patient? It is how you're built. There's just no way about that. So, cheers. Today's gonna be a smooth ride. It's going to be mostly, cheers, Marco. It's gonna be mostly just regular transport. That's our task. There might be some problems as usual. We don't know, but you know, should be fairly easy going. We're chilling because we have gone through a war zone the last episode. We have barely escaped an AI prison last time. We've been to swampy planets, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. We could chill today. I mean, if we stay at the space station and do maintenance, that'd be good. But We actually have to go drop some boxes. So that's our life. If we're not always, spearheading the Federation fleet or whatever, So I just wanted to double check. Is the second cam here? Yes. Oh, it is. It is. Should I crop it? Should I crop it somehow? Yeah. You just got some chai tea. Awesome. That's really good. One thing I had for some time in the studio because of an intern of mine was mate. And that was unbelievably good for focusing on like audio. It was like magic. Absolutely. You just for some reason you just remember me of that just for no reason. Like something that I don't usually drink, chai tea or mate, even less actually mate. So let me see where I am here. Okay, I hear some stuff. I see you don't see that, so let me just drag this route 1314 to you. 15, 16. Well, I'm naming numbers. They're not even true. So this is what we had last week. I'm gonna get down to just double checking some things. This is incredibly busy, and we do not need any of this, like absolutely any of these. But we'll start working through some stuff. Marco says, since last week, all I hear is Brahms. Somehow I didn't really notice it before, but now it's used in almost every new soundtrack. Absolutely. It is always ubiquitous. That's how it is. They're always there. Always there. Unbelievable. And I told you that they basically had me sort of like they became a reference. Like oftentimes, whether they say do or do not, they are pointed out by the production. If they aren't, by the time you do something, they're gonna go like, oh, sorry, we forgot to say that. Absolutely no drums. How much of your CPU you using with all that? Too much. We're not gonna, I just blindly, Bohab says, how much of your CPU are you using? Too much. In fact, I hear it clipping. Let me open. This is 512. There has to be, yeah, the cores aren't really happy about that. I am at 512 samples buffer size, and we're using 4 threads, 48 kilohertz, performance meters. Oh, okay. Performance meter is also gonna say like who's using too much. We're not gonna do this because this is absolutely nuts. This is insane. This makes no sense. But we're gonna design our drums today, and we're gonna probably try and make some bass. And I would like to delve into polyphony because I've put some stuff from some other things. And I also have an amazing cool new module that is glue. Student of mine, the same from last week, he's studying music with me, but he's an amazing modular guy and synthesis and stuff. He said like, VCV rack, you need glue. Glue is labels. This is unbelievably nice. So welcome everybody. Modular Mondays, episode 8. I read it. I was not sure. I am getting so bad at episode numbers and stuff. So here's the plan. Let's do drums first because they're killing my CPU. There is no reason to have 3 macro oscillators, 3 tangents, 3 chow tapes, 3. Why do I keep thinking about The Hangover, the movie? Chow tape, overdrive, F35, these are fine, but maybe it's too much. Rescalers, rampage, I don't even think we need 3 of them. And by all means, we do not need 3 plateaus, okay? For sure. And these on a Roy, for as much as I love it, I think it cannot really work as delay. We need to use something simpler. So my SQ-64 is here. It's turned on. It's working. And it's actually clocking the clocked here that we see here. Okay? You see how it's clocking down and up according to what I'm doing? This is good. Okay. So here's one thing we should do. Let me bring these up to speed, to level, because I don't think it's kind of like Do we go full blast? We go full blast. Let me double check our audio card. You see I'm also using stereo meter. This is really cool. This is really cool. Stereo meter, really nice. And also, as usual, we're here at level -6. I think this could be fine. I'm gonna go -9. I'm so afraid each time that things are not going to work in terms of like they're gonna be too loud or stuff like that. We keep our fusion delay, we keep our topographic, we keep our XFX reverb, but we go to our drums. Okay, I am absolutely 100% for using macros because plates is just one of the most unbelievable modules ever, but not like this, not absolutely like this. So I'm gonna ditch plateaus first. I hate to ditch this, but I'm gonna bypass Oneroy for now, and I'm gonna get the rampages out. Are we clicking? No longer, right? Nice. So here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna take another console mixer. I'm gonna take, well, the 16, the 9 channels plus 2 groups. We take this. This is gonna be our console instead of this. So let's do this. Let's zoom in. Let's get some stuff out of the way here. I know there's sends and retards in this one as well, but it's not that convenient. I don't quite like that much. So this is our kick that comes out of boomstick, and so we're gonna send these to. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send these boomstick out to number 1. Number 1's gonna be our kick. Okay, green cable. This is our kick. Our secondary kick was what? Was Oneroy here. Okay, cable green. You know I like to have at least 2 kicks, at least. So that's our second one. Nice. We're still kind of like clickety. I can hear that. But why is that though? Oh, because we have like gazillions of things. I'm so like, can we bypass these in block? Is this gonna help us? It is. Okay. Okay. You remember our mix bus here? The tube and chow tapes going to the mixers. I know I'm not like super optimized, but it is what it is. Okay. There's 2 clocked. Probably we don't need that. So macro oscillators, we're gonna use these VCA. We're gonna use. It's right there. It just helps us as a separator. Tangents, I'm thinking. Chow, I'm thinking. We're gonna use it. Overdrive, I don't really know. For all of it. For the second kick, probably yes. Then there's another Grange. The rescaler is not necessary. I'm gonna bypass this. What's the bypass? Control E. Okay. Bypass. Oh, hey, Ethan. Thank you very much for coming here to kind of bother us. No, not true. So we got these Oneroy, which I absolutely love for like extreme subdivisions. We're gonna take this. We're gonna go blue, and blue, because effects are blue. And we're gonna do aux return. Like this is gonna be 1, okay? And this is the return. Is it? No, it's the inputs. Okay. So we go left, right here, and then we come back here. We have our aux done. Bypass, but done. So then there's a second one that we could do plateau on. Okay. So the silent key is right. We're gonna take our plateau here, and it's going to be our second effect. So we go send here, return here. Although I am gonna I'm telling you this, and this is already kind of like what I have learned from experience. I will, that's future, simple future, to have plateau right out of the master of the drums. Okay, so we're gonna go console with a send return to Oneroy, but then we're gonna go plateau from the master out of the console, and then plateau is going to go to our main mixer. Okay, so right now our main mixer is, I'm borrowing this, which I'm okay with. Boom, boom, and then ciao to this console, because we don't need it. Okay, if there's one thing I absolutely love about VCV is making things nice. Man, how good this feels. It feels absolutely insanely good. All right, so you remember we had like absinthe because these are effects. No, blue moon because these are effects, sorry. And then absinthe here, because this is our console. Okay, our two effects, everything's routed. We got these two. Let me raise this guy right here. Kick 1 and kick 2. Okay, good. We're kicking. We're good. We're kicking it. All right, so now, are you familiar with the SQ-64? I am, kind of, but like the firmware 2.0, I didn't quite explore. So I don't really know how, I mean, I know, but there's a couple things that I don't really know. So I am going to run it. And then, do I have a pattern here? No, right? I don't. So I'm just gonna take pattern D and I'm gonna run just 4 kicks. All right. Is it low volume? It is kind of low volume to me. Okay. What's the level here? Let's go investigate levels. So our drums are number 5. No. Drums are always number 4. There is nothing you can do about it. Drums are number 4. Okay. That's a healthy level. Do we like that? So just to verify that this is working. Right? It works. So we're clocked. We're clocked. And this is our first kick. Okay? Isn't it awesome to use these controllers? Man, the SQ-64 is just unbelievable. Can we spend 2 seconds to thank KORG for this? Because this is why it is here. You know? So clocked is fine. We're getting clocked. We're not sending it to anything. But now we want the second kick. So our channel 10 that I'm using here, I know maybe this is not the most elegant of solutions. Channel 10 is going to our first row right here. That's our first kick. So we're going to take a blank panel. Do we take a big one? Yes. And we're going to run a label. Are you ready? Man, these labels are insane. Look at this. This is better than playing Command and Conquer. This is just like, what? Unbelievable. So panel blue dark. Nah, blue. Blue as default. Okay, so we create a new label and we put it here. And we call this kick 1. Are you seeing this? Beep, beep. This thing. Man, this module. Unbelievable. So we've got, like, look, you can like rotate this. You can make it bigger if you want. Right? Like 24. I kind of like that though. I'm gonna roll with that. And color, it's kicks, it's drums. It is absolutely obvious it is going to be brown or orange or yeah, like this, whatever. Handwriting or default. And font color, I mean, come on. Where is this is never gonna end. So kick 1. Kick 1's done. Then we take 2 here. Our clock, we probably move here. We duplicate this guy. Can we duplicate a label? Yes. Here. And we call this kick 2. Do you see how they come up like all skewed? This is beautiful. This is just like what people like. This is real-time strategy on modular synthesis. So this is gonna be our snare. And this is a huge word for me because I usually don't quite snare that much. But let me try and hear okay, we're doing velocity as well here. I don't know if we're doing velocity. Are we doing velocity on the kicks? No, maybe not. So gates are here. Okay, so number 2 is this kick here. So let's run it and get pad number 2 to do something else, because I don't want to pitch it. So I'm gonna do channel 2, D sub 2 on a different MIDI channel, and I'm gonna run it right off the bat here. So this stays awesome, and this is gonna be our kick. Let me run it. Okay, I can live with that. Okay, I like this. Right? Now, there's no plates and there's no Oneroy. Let me get this guy back. Because as you remember, we were using a delay on kick 2. Okay, I'm gonna send these up here. We need the aux sense. I don't know if you saw this, so we need to draw, like, make this go up and go up here. Why is this not working though? It is getting level. Should go up. It's not like my first choice right now because it's gonna take a lot of power. We should design something else for the second kick. Okay. I need to get rid of other things around here, of course. Okay. Awesome. So we have that. We have the 2 kicks. And I want to kind of set a plateau for all of these because I kind of want to hear it with this. And this is why I don't like this setup. I told you, I want this to be the out of plateau here. And then I want this one I'm going to ditch. So our input is going to be the actual output. Imagine sending a whole console mixer into a module. I think you can do that, but now I have controls over dry and wet right here. So now I like this better. So see, dry and wet are completely off. And we can even reverse it. So I like it better with the output because it's just gonna be the ambience of my whole thing. If I wanna do like, you hear it? It's like the ambience really needs to be defined together. So I'm gonna go pad 3 and I'm gonna try and get this. Do we have output here? Yes, we should. So this should be green. Okay, so it's not really the sexiest of the snares, but let me get this. Why is this? Because it's like, okay, it is filtered noise though. Okay, getting there. Let's see what I can get out of this. Nice. I like this. Because I'm only using this, but really what I should do is I should get the auxes to work here as well. All the little flies here. Or maybe not. Maybe actually the bandpass was fine. Let me try that. Okay, let's close these just a second so that the resonances are not really distracting us. See, this is too much. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, go here. It could work, but with a little bit more. It's also this distortion. It's always nice to kind of get the vibe for these because I just completely copy them. Not that bad, but let's try other stuff. See, it needs to be glued together, so I kind of like these better. So if we open these, then we can open these as well. I like this. Okay, save. I'm gonna keep this. What do we need more for drums? We need kind of like, I wanted the delay out of this, but let's try and lower these down to see if the clock works. It does. Let me swing it for no reason. Is it gonna work? It's amazing. Are you feeling it, Bob? Nice. You know what we should do? We should place a compressor like comp, like right after. maybe right after the console, before plateau. So this is our console, this is our drums compressor. We do kind of like a 4-to-1 hard. Kind of like smashed it. And a little bit less mix, not 100%. Now let me play with the reverb. Get them pumping right there, right? Good grief, this is sounding good. Yes, we want this. I can always play stop. Can I, like, my stomach is telling me like, yes. This is good. Now we need a delay that we can clock. And I'm gonna go, I'm like kind of interested to go weird on other stuff, but I'm gonna go maybe, do we try this one? Is this okay? So kick 2, good. You know what we should do? We should get another panel of these, like a blank one here, to kind of differentiate through where particular things happen. See here, I'm kind of specializing now. Let me go white, theme, set. Yeah, no, this is fine. Okay, white. Because we've got everything like done together, but now we need, so this is D1, duplicate. This is D2. I want to kind of put a line to have the special effects after it. Duplicate, D3. D3. So this is our pad D3, that's good. Let me hear the second one. Let me solo just the second kick. So this is our first kick. You hear why a second kick is so important? This is snare. Snare and kick 1. Snare and kick 1 plus 2. We need kind of a high frequency thing as well. But let me clock this dude right here on clock 2. And let's kind of delay this guy right here. We could even go like in, out, left, right, like this. You know what? We should actually do it stereo. For whatever reason, and do this. Yeah, that's horrible. That's clocked exactly right. So we cannot do left right. We need to do this. We need to go left in, so it's mono, and then we go stereo right. Let me ditch some of the stuff right here. some of the stuff. I cannot do it without this. I don't know. Are we clipping it? A little bit. But I like it that way though. So do we have a delay effect here or not? Right, okay, let's bypass this dude. Nice, okay. I probably am don't wanna go mono, stereo. And we close it. Maybe some highs actually. Here needs to be a little bit. It was nice when it was kind of vibing tribal somehow. Not a lot of depth because the feedback's just gonna create issues. Nice. Okay, these bandpass kind of effect is nice. Let's try other stuff. Let's try. It's hard to get the one, right? You can see it on the SQ though. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Nice, okay. We're vibing. Good. Okay, so now we need kind of a high thing. Let me drop these folks down right here. Let me just duplicate all this. Let's see where we go, because I don't really think we need like a Steinepacker or a chow tape or overdrive for this. But as a model, I kind of never ever want to do like, you know, I perk. You know what? Like having completely different setups for completely different for kind of like the same drum groove, to me it doesn't really make that much sense. Although, I mean, of course, you could use pretty much 4 different modules for 4 different types of drums. Absolutely, why not? But let me go here. Let me actually go high, maybe band pass here. I don't want to go high pass. Then the output still chow, 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 mixer, green, go. That's our number 4, okay? And our number 4 is our channel 13. Okay, I already did it. Let me duplicate this so that I know this is D4. Getting organized, people. Now we need to do kind of a hi-hat thing. So let me solo just the kick and 4. Okay, something simple just to tune it because we dragged it over. Let me go through the models, whatever. Well, this is nice. They're all good. But they're not doing what we want. Here, I think we need 16ths. Zoom out. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. You know what? We're gonna go 2-3. Let's try 1.5. I'm actually curious. Doesn't really make sense though, because we have so many subdivisions here that why would I want to go 1.5 when I can toggle that? Okay, let me solve this. Okay, so now I see why. I mean, it's not really. Okay. Maybe quarter note's not really speaking to us that much. But let's do this. See if this works. This could be a stereo thing, or maybe we pan pot it. Okay, let's try it. Let's try and see if there's actual effect. Oh, it's coming right off here. Okay. Where do we need to go to do this? Okay. This would work, but okay, it's panning. It could work. We could filter it from here or not. Let me try and not do it first. Right. Let's keep it here. Let's do something like I like all these though. That's kind of cool. Let me try that. Okay, this could work. Are we getting murdered by our branch of stuff? A little bit. What if I go more threads now? I'm gonna try and see if it will explode. Okay, that's not good. That's not good either. Okay, 5 seems to work. Maybe not. No, I think 4 is the best. So we need to kind of get a little bit of easiness. Let me try and do this. Ooh, that's cutting a lot of EQ. Okay, okay. Well, we cut it from here. We don't need grunge. Well, we need grunge. I mean, we don't need grunge. I meant we still need this. We need to patch it. Go yellow. Okay. Do we need the overdrive? Okay. Overdrive is kind of giving us a lot. Okay, I don't need chow though. I don't need chow. Get rid of the visualizer. Oh, thank you very much. Let's try and ditch this. Visualizer confirmed, gone. We don't need visualizers where we're going. Okay, but so far this is a good optimization. I don't even know if I want the tangents. What did I do? Wait, what? Oh, right. Of course. This is actually generating all we have. Unbelievable. You cannot get rid of tangents. Vault stuff is so good. We need it. Right, so I think we got it. We want to hear it without the compressor. Man. The snare is not completely tuned right. Okay, a little bit too much of the highs here. And we're using a delay to kind of get our frequency range right. And I'm thinking maybe without overdrive, but with the drive of the F-35. It actually sounds different. Okay, maybe we can do tangents, just tangents. I like these though. We're kind of like a bass instead of a snare. Okay, I'm thinking cinema, so this is kind of good. We can always darken these. This delay is nice. This is really working. And we're not using anything here. We're not using this one. These guys, this one. We're getting here how just tweaking it. Now these two clocks, where are they going? To Rampage. No, we're not going to here. We're going here. Now have our clock. That's probably why I was wrong. This clock as well is going clock 1. Right, and clock 2, we're gonna do clock 3 here. Oh no, clock 2, yes, it was 2.5. We need the 2.5. Nice, okay. We can get rid of this clock now. Good. Can you hear it a little slower? Absolutely. So if it were slower like this, I would go maybe a little bit more feedback. Gravel 6 going dark. 2 on the roof. Your call. You hear it? We're there. It's that thing. It's groovy. Nice. Can we go even slower? Well, like 89. That was like 89.5. I'm gonna go like 78. It's got a real hand drums feel to it. You're right. It's unbelievable how I'm redoing this. All right, now we're like, it's too much. Man, that was a great idea about how to just go like hear it slower, because it's. Ooh. And I can rotate some of the pads. For example, the second kick, I could rotate the steps so that they can kind of move. There's 16 steps, but we're moving the number 1 to 2 and 16 to 1, so it gets a different feel. So let me do this, yeah. Because I'm right. Like honestly, all of these should get kind of with the overdrive, we get them to like to get the second kick to be a little bit more like grungy. We just switch these to maybe transistor ladder. And it feels like a field. You hear that overtone? That's the movie things. Nice. Why is he doing that? No idea. No, I mean, I'm asking that myself. So that's this. You hear it? Again, grooving. This could be my drum setup. This could be my drum setup. Maybe a 1024. But I like 78. Man, 78 is woo, beautiful. And remember, we can always say like, okay, we like this kick, but the first kick needs to be brighter. We'll just go. And now it's got a feel to it. Oh, we open one. We open the first. Grooves. And people ask sometimes, is there bass? Is this drums? Is this drum and bass? It's just the overtones for tuned drums. You kind of get bass notes, of course. Nice. So I'm gonna try and roll on 1024. Maybe we're gonna explode. Maybe not. We shouldn't. Did I save? Obviously not. All right, let me stop it. Let me save it. Maybe. Oh, I think I need to kind of like restart the engine. Like for real. Okay, let me close. And reopen. We were kind of maxed out, but now it should be better because it's 1024. Right. You can even say I want the second step to be 15 steps, so they will kind of like go. Now the second kick is 15 steps against 16. So it's always gonna lose some. Which feels a little bit weird. Or 5. Sometimes I like prime numbers. Dun 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 dun. You can honestly do this stuff so easily if you have a step sequencer on a computer or on keyboard. It just takes so much cerebral energy that it isn't fun as this. All right, so now we try and make a bass. Yo, bass. Let me do bass up here because this is where we are. What are we gonna use for bass? So we need one of these, and we're gonna use channel 1. No, channel 3. Bass is always channel 3. So we're gonna do a label because we're optimists. We call these C for bass, obviously. What is really bad, like really good bad at making? Okay, I think we need an ADSR. I think we need kind of a VCA mix. I think we need a VCA. And I think we need kind of like, what oscillator are we gonna use? If you have suggestions, speak. Scorpio or Nano or one ONA and one even VCO. Do we start simple? Starting simple. That could be that. So we take the gates. And we go to the envelope here, gate, and we take the envelope and we go to the VCA here. We take the mix and we go here. We take the out, and here comes the problem. Like, are we gonna make? No, we need another compressor. We're not stopping at anything. We're gonna go chow. Probably. We're gonna try. And we're gonna go comp. This thing too good. We're gonna go 4-1 hard. Same deal. No idea what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing. And this one, we send it here to 3. Right? Why isn't it going? Because I took the out in here. This is gonna be green. Rise and shine. So a little bit of effect here as well. Let's see where we're going with this one. So we have the gate. We want some sauce, maybe. This one for in one. And some of these. I have no idea. We're gonna try. And I want a noise oscillator. Noise plethora. That'd be awesome. Ooh, I saw the octaver. We need that. We need that. So we're coming out of here. No, we're doing this. We're coming out of the VCA into this. Not even. We're coming out of the VCA. We're going into chow tape. What? Oh, yes, I know what's going on here. Illegal. In the envelope. This one, why isn't it? Did I give it the right things? I did. Is it already bad? That way? I want this, this, and this, and this. And let me try this. Okay. Should that happen? Maybe. Let's try and bypass this. It should, because we. Let me see. Maybe we're not. No. Yes. We need octaves as well, of course. Here. Oct. Okay, so I said I wanted some noise. I'm gonna take some pink for 3. And then we have our mix level. Of course this is wrong, because we should have gates though. Why isn't that gating? Isn't it getting gates? Right, it is. Probably. Is it? No. This is, oh, right, okay. Mix is 0. And then we're coming back up to, oh, I could do VCA mix as well. I don't need really a VCA right here. Let's try that. Okay. So let me just punch, I don't know. Let me see my main pad. Let me do 4. Are we coming up with this one? Maybe not. Why aren't we getting triggers? It should work. That's channel 3. Oh, maybe this is not channel 3. Here's the issue. I think. No, it is. It is channel 3. It should get this. Let me try and get this. PlayStation. Channel 1. The gate is on like it thinks a note is being pressed down. Ah, okay. It's always on. That shouldn't happen though. Oh, I think I need to re-trigger that as well. Hold on. No. There's no note. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's this. Maybe we need to kind of redo it. No, this is 2 device. Maybe we need to redo it. It's because I copy pasted it. Could be that. So let me redo it just for safety. Now this is without. Okay, I'm treading lightly because I don't know what's gonna happen. But this is base station 2 with the V octaves and the gate. Oh, okay, so I think it was bugged because we copy pasted it. There. We got it. You know what I forgot to put? A filter. I can't believe that I did that. Who are we gonna use? Nitros. So, apologies, but I need to kind of like relook at everything I was doing. So we're getting our mix level, we're coming out of the mix, and we're going into the VCA. But then we're using the envelope for the VCA. That's good. So now we're coming out of this, we're coming into the filter, we're going out of the filter into chow. Chow is going into the flip-flop octaver, and we're gonna do a fake mono to stereo. Good Lord, that's just luck. Okay, so the problem here is that I am not clicking to it. So let me do 78. And let me try and do like See, now I want to do it with the SQ, but so now we're doing it with the VCA. How about we do it with the filter itself? We should do it with the filter, or maybe with both. Maybe we do 2 ADSRs. Now we're talking. So we're gating, we're retriggering as well. Why not? And we're doing envelope to filter. We need to do that. Now they're not synced though. Wow. Apparently I clicked it the right way. It on the mixer, but now let me lower it a little bit. I cannot. That's the base station. It doesn't work. It sounds amazing because the bass station kind of does have these acid sounds. All right, so I absolutely love what this is doing, and I'm forgetting I'm on stream, and so it's like I'm minding my own business. That is kind of cool, though. It is kind of cool. It is really nice. Now we got these 2 oscillators. I don't know. We could spread it, but I want to kind of keep it, strong. And I might even use the filter ADSR to get kind of like the 3, Okay, I'm gonna do noise 4 because I keep thinking noise is always kind of like the last, icing on the cake. So I'm gonna do the envelope that we use for the filter. I'm also gonna use for noise. Let me try and hear what it does. This is so good. Okay, I like this, but and you know why I'm doing too much? Because we're octaving everything. You could certainly do this. Change pattern. You hear there's that slight overtone? Man, this is nice. That's asking too much. Do we hard sync? Do we try and hard sync? Ooh, okay. This could be better. Okay. I need to keep it mysterious. I want to keep it cinematic, but man, I hate that word though. Why did I say cinematic? I said I should not say cinematic any longer. I hear it better in mono. Okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. I like this. Okay. I like this. We're doing this, but I'm thinking we need kind of like a leveler. We need a volume knob here because we're coming out too hard. Although I gotta say this is nice. What is it? Attenuator, 8-vert, rescale, CV mix, dual attenuator. Let's use these. I like it until here, but these will not. Why am I using these? This is not meant to do this, but it is. I want to keep the threshold a little bit sane, so. Did it sound better before? It sounded better before. Or turn down the VCA, that's true. I could have done that as well. But you know what? It kind of sounds nice this way. Ooh! Yes. Okay, LFO. We clock it. We clock it if I know where to find this clock. Thank you. Do we clock it straight from 1? Yes. But cables, very important color. And then we go here. Okay, I like this. Little bit of movement. And now, if I get it to do what I want, is this the same one? Okay, 78. I should fire notes according to the clock, not to the keyboard, right? That's what we said. I actually didn't even want to do this. I wanted this guy here on channel 3. So let me see if we're talking here, because it should. There's no reason. So okay. I think it's just a pitch thing. Right. So now it's doing here. It's doing it here. We transpose it straight ahead. Okay, I like that. You hear it? Man, this is so good. Mono, okay? We're not doing chords here, so. Sometimes this is all you need. Nice. It needs to open. Too much. Okay, we're gonna risk it. Oh, you know how we roll. Clock it. elements, it's kind of important to get it nice. Okay, let me hear the other also. Hear the pulp. Okay, this is this. Man, nano is just insane. I don't want to know how the real one's doing. Let's do more noise. Hear it? The pulse is really important, like rhythm is everything. Especially the rhythm of the night. Don't laugh. Do not laugh. Can we try this though? The black wave table, LFO. No, VCO, sorry. Why is this gonna be brutal? I already know. Okay. Wow, I knew it. I love knobskate because it kind of feeds on things that are coming to it. Okay. So bass is number 3 now. I don't dislike some stereo. We need an LFO here. And we need to clock this dude again through our number 1. Make it pink, I heard you. I know, good call, needs to be pink. And now we're gonna use saws to go to the mix. And we're gonna reset. No, we're not gonna reset. Let's try and go 0.25. We would need a clock divider here to get it to. Does it get clocking? Oh, it doesn't get clocking. Come on. I'm fine. I'm doing good anyway. Okay. I hear the notes. We need to do this before closing. We do bass station, or maybe not even, but it's okay. And we do, who do we take? Even? Are we using even here? No. So let's drop this guy here. Let's do this. We built like a polyphonic in honor of Bohab kind of thing. I want the even VCO, and I'm gonna use like 3. And I want to kind of use. I want to use a splitter here. Let me move the splitter here. So we go here, and we go V oct. multi-oct, and we go rotate. This should be good though. 3 voices in 2. That's okay. VCA mix again. Let me duplicate this guy. Come back to this one. We don't need to plug this in 1 and 2. Then we take an ADSR again. I want to take another filter though. I'm thinking it's gonna be X35 again. Do we use this? Yeah. Or maybe not. We use the liquid. It's based on ripples. Could be cool. Okay. We compress this as well. We take a delay anyway. And we go left. This is gonna be our number. What is number 2? Oh, this guy, which is not getting used. Okay. Awesome. Here. Left. Right. Come up here. Tons of reverb. Maybe. Man, I like this. So we have the 2. Let's spread them a little bit around. And let's do our gate. Okay. We're not getting out because we're not coming out of the envelope yet. We do VCA as well. VCA here. Good. I'm gonna do that anyway. After the filter or before? We're still gonna do this. So we go input for our LP4. We're coming out of here. We're going here. So this is our, oh, maybe we need a merge. We need it before the VCA, I think. Maybe it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna do it anyway. No, it doesn't really matter. It is still 3. Put it here. I can see the 3 voices, so why would I do that? Now mix is going in. Right. Okay, let me close these. It's not really tracking the machine. Oh, maybe these are completely off. Hold on. Why aren't they tracking? Oh, maybe it should be 2. No, it's tracking wrong. You will want the merge. The widths of the envelopes work right. So we want to merge the widths. Okay, the VCOs here. Right. That's the thing right. The voices right here. Am I right in this? And then we go here. Or we can even go to the, well, let's go here anyway. It's not track. There has to be, this is me doing something completely wrong. Let me track these through a mono. All right, I see that. It needs to be split. I think the, am I splitting this gate? This is insane. Why am I getting, ah, right, because it's not tracking there. Okay, now it works. Right, we got it. Because it's two voices that are getting split. They're not getting split initially, they're splitting at the VCO, so maybe I can do this. I absolutely love how VCV, you were completely right, the way VCV does polyphony. It's just so convenient. Okay, now it's tracking. But we need to... And I want to envelope these as well. Can I choose these? This is insane though. Can I work the envelopes here? I can't. So this is really... Do I need to rescale it? Probably. Wow. Like what? This is... Maybe... it doesn't matter if it's polyphonic, right? It shouldn't. So here. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay. Okay, so if I don't arpeggiate that but latch it and keep it open, but this is gating through a clock, it should work, right? I'm thinking it should work. Now we're in trance land, exactly. Okay, we need a clock multiplier or something like that. Do I have a clock multiplier? I have chances. I have clock. I just have another clocked. We need another clocked. We're cooked, but we need to do it that way. So we're clocking it with this guy. So we're getting 78, okay? And we're getting through clock 2, which to me is always... You're there. So what we need here would be, if I just want to automate it without using the base station, which you hear it's still playing together all the time, we need kind of like a sequencer. We can do it with Sec3. We ditch probably this one. We get the CV1 that could work. Then we need, but it's still gonna be monophonic but polyphonic. This is interesting. I want to try this. And let me get the clock in from clock 2. This is so good. The run is okay. We don't need runs and stuff, but the gates are going to be the triggers here, right? But it's not pitching because it should though. Why? Pitch. Oh, wait. There. I have it wrong. It's working, but it's also a quantizer. That's for sure. I think I need a merge here, not a split. Am I right? Maybe, maybe not. So why is this opening, but it's not getting our pitches? Let me try and pitch it this way. 1. No, come on, it should pitch. It's not even opening. That's the problem, probably. Is it too fast? No. Again, a usual. CV2. Well, I could play with this one, but I really want to get it to play in this guy, right? In this land right here. So this is going here. Let me do it one voice. I'm checking. 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 I'm ch That's probably, is it because it's too fast? We're just getting impulses here. So, sorry. This is me panicking because it's late. So 2 into the clock. We're good. We're getting the pulses. We're triggering out to the gate, which is good. But it's going to the envelope, into the rescaler. Let's pretend we don't want to rescale it for now. We just want these two, okay? Here. Let's try that for now. But it's not reacting the way I want. Why is this so fast? It should not be that fast. Am I making a mistake here? Probably. I mean, probably, but this is clocking. It's getting triggered. It's triggering this one. This one's going to the envelope itself. This should, no, this is me making a mistake for sure. This is not even opening. No way. You need like a trigger to gate. Oh, because, right. Do I have a trigger to gate? Is it push? Let's try push though. I don't think I have a trigger to gate. You're right. Absolutely. It worked for impulses when it was drums or like longer things, but here it's true. We need this guy here. Let me see this one if it works. Now it does. Man, how do we do that though? You know how we're gonna do it? We're gonna do it with an LFO that resets. Let's try this. Man, it's getting complicated. Okay, it's getting complicated because I'm making mistakes. So we're getting to clock. Clock is sequence. This one's gonna go to the reset. And this one, hold on, is getting clocked still from here. Okay, we go to the saw and we go to we go straight to this actually. And we go straight, this is not gonna work. No rescaler. No, yes, we go to the rescaler, but also to the VCA here. It should work though, right? Well, this could be good for bass, but this is not. Man, this is so low. So I need a browse. I need trigger to gate. Gate to trigger. Trigger sequencer. Gate to trigger. Trigger to gate. Bug audio. D-gate. Oh, I had it. Gate trigger delay. No, I need this. Absolutely. We're gonna fix it this way. Is it gonna work? Yes. No. What was it called? I completely forgot. D-gate. There we go. Okay. Concentrate, Alberto. We're gonna do it. So we have our clock. It's getting clocked to 2. It's going here. It's sending impulses. Let's do it like this. And it's going to trigger this guy right here. This guy is gonna send a gate out to our gate here. This one's gonna do both rescaler and this. Thank you, Bohab. Nice. How about? Okay. So now this is good. Okay. Now this is very low. but we now are gonna send these to our split, and we're gonna do this. Our mixer is completely off. Nice. There we go. Thank you. What would I do without my crew? Which is actually almost rhyming, right? So I'm sending these here and then here. All right. Now we go 2. Stopping because we don't have the run that goes with reset, run, stop. Is it running? Does he know when to run? He doesn't, but we don't care. No, it should, because there's run to here. Oh, you don't stop. Okay. We're good. Let's try and do something like this. Okay. So I am unable to function, you know that, but I kind of get ideas. You have to. Okay, I don't even want to talk. Why am I talking that much? I didn't that this time. Why do I have to explain myself so much? Why do I feel so guilty about that? Setting to this guy, we're going running to this guy. Are we clocking this? Yes, okay. shelves where they too much. This one I like the best. Times 4 is nice. Now you don't need the split, you just like to output from the sequence to drive the VCOs, exactly. I could output to here, we don't really, but I could do maybe even twos. I could do two here, for example. I kind of like it better before. This is groovy. This is kind of like. sounded great after coming back from an AD. I mean, I was completely freaking out as why the trigger to gate wasn't working. It was just simply because it was trigger to gate. The trigger would not do that for the envelope. It would just not do it. Man, this we got it. Like, I like this. I love how the compressors are keeping everything in check. And I'm bringing it to the background. By just increasing the mix. Which is kind of like I do it in the DAWs. I'm trying to like doing it in the modular environment. It's working, of course. I like how we can mangle this stuff. Man, just muting so nice. Do we do a comeback or we do just fade it out? amazing how it's off. Because it's completely wet, the effect, so it's like shifted. And with the bass, it just gets back to it. Now it would be nice to do like a complete mute after it. But I didn't map it to the control surface. I'm still using the mouse, that's why. All right, nice. Like this is so good. I'm glad we could do this, and I'm glad we went here. So this is like, I'm thinking underscoring for a movie scene or like a video game scene, but like live on all of these, and I haven't mapped the nano control to do any of it. We were just running the things that we had. So this is cool. This is a typical kind of like action FPS game of like recon, stealth kind of mission thing with all of these. And it took some time to build it. Glad you liked it, Marco. That it was nice. I wanted to really build the drums, and we did it, and it sounds off the hook good. Like this system is what I honestly kind of have in the DAW innuendo when I'm working on stuff. The system through which there's delays that are doing that. I hope I was kind of able to show you how pulse is really important. Sometimes you have fewer elements. That's a lot of the soundtracks do have fewer elements, but it's the contrast and the subdivisions that really give it a lot of breathing. Thank you, Bohap, for that. Definitely got a good patch going. You said, yes, I have I've tried something. I have another patch in which I've tried more ideas. There was like a cellular automat kind of derivative drone. It's not that, but it kind of generates pitches. But I didn't want something that was drony. I wanted to get really on the money with kind of like a cliche underscore action soundtrack, but in a modular environment. And we often talk about Tenet, we often talk about Battlefield, Call of Duty, all of those genres made basically by video games, which incorporated movie style soundtracks and kind of made them different because there's the interaction going on and things like that. It is in a place where it is cliche, but it's not that cliche to do this stuff any longer. But one thing is to do in the DAW. The other thing is like in a modular environment, composing something real time that could be movie-like or video game-like. And I think little by little, by kind of experimenting a little bit, but trying to think about the sound that I'm used to, definitely a lot of plates action, the Steiner Parker filter, tangents beautiful. We kept using chow tape. We could probably kind of like skim things a little and use 2 chow tapes at the very end because they're kind of set all the same. So there is room for optimization for sure. The overdrives, the grunges, they need to be, in my opinion, independent because the F-35 really is living against the overdrive and the grunges. But the main kick has that rampage vibe going on, which is beautiful. The final silent key can be used for fades. We've got that console going on. We're compressing. Squeaky Labs compressor, it's awesome. It sounds really good. And I went for 4-to-1 hard, like a 1176 kind of style. It sounds good. I'm happy about the plateau vibe because each patch you set it, it will get my sort of like the environment for it rather than going send retard. I'm happy about what we did. I think maybe a drone could be playing underneath, like on a Roy, if we want to get, kind of a pad. But I like how we built it with the bass, but when I brought the percussive higher parts, it was not that cliche any longer. It had that sort of like xylophone marimba, sort of like, how a lot of those military video games are set in like, South America, South Africa. There's a lot of percussion and like acoustic instruments that need to play to give you that idea that you're really, in, I don't know, Central Africa or stuff like that. They usually use weird, ethnic percussions that I hate to call them that way, but that's how you usually find them in libraries. This one is so synthesized and so true to the vibe that is 100% taking it away from cliche. I really like how it came out, and it's 4 tracks, which is plenty. We've got 4 drums going, actually 5, 4 drums going, bass, and the high percussions. So I think we close it here. I'll save this. I'll send it on my Patreon. It will be available for downloading and experimenting and doing other things. And Bohab, you're saying your little mix bus at the end is helping to glue it all together, I'm sure. Yes, absolutely. Like this tube and chow tape, without using the compressor, the squinky could, be used. But by the time we get to the mix bus, we are kind of already gluing. And I feel that compressing that one could really be soft knees 1 dB at the most. So I'm not even, we passed it. We passed it hard sometimes. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I'd rather have that analog red clipping than staying soft and safe. Doesn't matter, especially in a modular environment. If it vibes and people are grooving, in a club, would you care about that, red light? No, if it's kicking it, it's kicking it. So the Fusion flanger is beautiful. We didn't use the topographic. The XFX reverb is just the setting we have, but it's really Clouds that is doing the major lift for setting where the drums are. We went for short. Like I really, really like this creative way of doing it. It is not going to be easy to get game producers, game developers, and audio leads that are going to get this stuff in live because they don't have this. We should stem it out to different recorders. Because right now getting a single wave file is going to be a problem. We need cues. So we could do it later on, but I like how spontaneous this is. There's no coming back. Everything you turn could be a mistake or not. It's so nice. So I wouldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Bohab, for all the tips. There's the usual 9:30, 9:15 freaking out where I want to do something completely wild. And I know it's coming like to the end of the stream. And I'm like, dude, go, and it's like the most stupid mistakes are where things happen. Colors are going, you see it, I'm using green all over the place. But I just showed you how you've seen the previous chapters without step sequencer and you see it with. You don't want to use tons of drums? You don't use tons of drums. Doesn't matter. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my pattern here, my project, and I'm going to go save. And instead of kick bass, I'm going to save it. Or you know what? I'm actually going to keep it kick bass because that's what we did. So we're going to record. We'll go, save, record, play. How do we save that? Yo, do we save it? Yes, absolutely. Save these. Thank you very much. I remember you save it with what? With 4? No. 3? No. Yo. Why am I so... See how getting tired, how it works? Thank you, Marco. You're most welcome. I want to save this guy. I think this is record. This is how you save it. It cannot happen. Oh, maybe I'm not saving it because I did? No, there's no way. Yo, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. Okay, here. Oh, there we go. So they have this way of lighting your pads. So yes, I want to save. Ciao. You see how if I go to project and I go save, there's this little thing here. You know, this is still impossible for me. James says, I believe, Bohab says, I believe there's a module that can do multi-track recording, but I couldn't tell you the name. I think I saw something like it, like multi-stems. Now, if we get VCV Rack Pro and we're in a DAW, problem solved. I'm gonna stem these out and I'm gonna use Nuendo. This would be my kind of choice. Although it would be tempting to take the mix bus of what I use in the DAW and have that mix bus there, which right now for what I did would feel kind of like disrespectful to the modular kind of vibe, because if it's Nuendo and it's like, you know, my people that have seen me in Patreon when I mix, like my mix bus is kind of like spot on. There's like 10, 12 devices that I occasionally turn on and off. There's 5 that are always on and like another 5 that I try. But it is, if it's work, probably I would do that. But for the sake and energy of this one, I would still like to stem it out. You are right. We should stem it out either by making a perfect copy of these tube and chow tape for different cues. Maybe that's the way. Or bounce the stems before the mix bus, but then we would miss the mix bus. So, you know, maybe that module that creates stems would be the way to go for sure. So anyway, I mean, so many things. You know, if we get enough support and I'm getting VCV Rack Pro, then we're going to go in the DAW and then we're going to forget about having the DAW, but it's going to be our tape recorder. But for now, we did it here. This is 100% free modules. There is not one module that is paid for in here. And again, this is only possible because of people like you who are supporting. So take some time. If you have like even the slightest amount of time to go and check what I do on Patreon, see if you want to become a YouTube member, if you want to support Modular Mondays, we are going to keep going. There's people joining in. There's, you know, thank you. If you want to do it, thank you. If you want to donate a month of VCV Rack Pro, I'll use VCV Rack Pro right off the bat. You know, support is growing. Money doesn't grow on trees, but we're kind of building it. Thank you to all the brands. Befaco's been incredibly kind to me and to us and to, you know, all of you in here, because they've just, you know, made it available for me to use. For example, Oneroy, that was an unbelievable stream and it's an unbelievable module. So it will keep growing. Okay, we have other news that are gonna announce in the Thursday Mixdown on Thursday, and then fall and winter we're probably gonna do a Saturday stream for chilling out. So you now have all the information. Thank you, KORG, for the SQ-64. Novation Base Station always here to represent beautiful little synth. If you want to know more about it, if you want to learn about it, I got a masterclass on Patreon that is completely full-fledged. I have video here on YouTube. This is it. I'm going to close in here. It was an unbelievable, little bit more on the money kind of like soundtrack for an action FPS video game. I'm going to come up with the title, but that was like... I'm gonna come up with the title. Check Patreon because I usually like to do that. Check it out. If you want to download these, it's gonna be available on Patreon. I've done saying anything. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Bohab. Peace out. See you next Monday. This is exciting. I couldn't ask for more. Thank you for being here. Ciao.